How do you not feel self-conscious? I'm looking, like I'm not even hearing you because I'm just like looking at myself. Should I put on my red lipstick? Do I go like power lipstick? Will that change how I occur to myself right now?
Hey, what's up, girl?
Hi.
Hi. What should we do?
We should go play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know. Now I'm recording.
It's set so you can see outside, but if you look at me, I'm pretty dark.
So then how do I...
if you roll to the left.
Roll to the left. Oh yeah. Hey Chris.
Hi.
I'm learning things.
Yay. My new co-pilot with the video.
It's me, it's Kat. And Chris.
You are white.
I'm not white balance. Let me try it.
Oh yeah, it's super open right now. It's 2.8.
Yeah.
There, that's better.
Ah. Okay.
Practice.
Yeah?
You get used to it.
Okay.
You start to care less because it actually is a hindrance to getting things done.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Okay.
How do you feel now?
I think I feel pretty powerful and sexy.
Hey, whatever gets you there.
Okay, hold on. Now I gotta do a little volume in the hair. So you're saying that like by practicing and just making a bunch of shit every day, it helps you get over the perfection, it helps you get over the self-consciousness about it?
Yeah, I mean, granted, I've also had a lot of practice with the acting.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't think I really got over it until this month. It's just deepening into just being myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like being myself no matter what's happening.
Well, so, I mean, with my writing, I feel like there's things I want to write and share about maybe on Facebook, but I've just been on like a Facebook hiatus. I want to write privately. I'm just listening to that.
I haven't been on Facebook for at least 2 years.
And now you're just like blowing it up.
Now I'm on it every day, right? And I think there is something about like that process of you got to go inward and like work it out, like churn through it, dig in it, and then at some point it's ready. I imagine your book is going to be accelerated because you're working with your coach Marnie.
Hi, Marnie.
You have someone who's going to hold you through the it's time to make this public even when you don't feel ready.
Right. Which, by the way, like I'm writing a book, which I don't think I really talked about because I've been off of Facebook mostly. One of the interesting things about Facebook is like there's so much criticism. Which is, you know, people expressing their thoughts, and that's wonderful. But part of why I haven't been wanting to like post anything I'm thinking is it's like I don't have to deal with the energy of people criticizing it. It's like I just want to have a cocoon of like letting, like a safe space to let out all the things I'm feeling and write it, and not have to hold a space for other people's energies around what they think. Because ultimately it's like I'm writing it for myself, and I think if I, at least where I am right now, if I share the writing, I get in there, like that people pleaser part of me comes out where I'm like, oh, is this resonating with people? Am I like quote helping people? And like that's where that just turns into a disaster, because it's like I don't want to be self-helpy. Like I just want to, you know, I just want to like write. I would just want to write my authentic story and write what's true for me and grounded in my lived experience. And as we talk about, you know, write what happened, and then and like no one can argue with that. I mean, they can, but it's my lived experience.
It's when we are actually able to find the beauty in everything that we've gone through, that it's able to be offered without anyone, you know, no matter how people receive it.
Right,
it doesn't matter,
exactly.
'cause we know the beauty of our own journey. The real depth, I mean, to see that in all of our life, every experience we've had, to see that level of beauty and to see the divine play. That's the only work. If we can do that, can wake up and realize the beauty in everything, we're gold. Ooh, dark. In the dark.
Darkness, descent into darkness.
Right there.
Yeah. Do you think it's possible to experience that, the beauty in everything, without descending into the darkness?
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Yeah. Totally. But it seems so counterintuitive. It's like, I'm trying to be happy, and then the, you know, those feelings of like whatever, if it's depression or anxiety, are like rising up, and it's like, no, that's the opposite of happy. Avoid those feelings, push those feelings away. And I think that's like our patterned response.
Well, and culturally, it's just not supported, right? Like no one looks at you and says, "Oh, your life's becoming a mess. Congratulations!" Like, great, you're deepening into yourself.
Yeah, but yet that's how we connect, right? It's like the messy stuff of like beyond the veneer of like the Facebook post of like your mimosa flight at brunch, you know? One of the things Marnie Freeman, my fabulous writing coach, talks about is when we hear your story, we need to know that you're okay.
Yeah.
At the end. And I think it's so powerful, and it's, I mean, a lot of things with Report It Girl brings up, you know, sharing our stories and how to do it in a way that's helpful to ourselves, but then also thinking about the reader, and it's really two very different users.
The only way people believe that happiness is on the other side of the darkness is seeing that you're okay.
Yeah.
Like this is for you. Like, you can have this. And they're like, how do you get there? You're like, you got to dive in to your demons.
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, I remember in one of like the darkest places in my healing journey, and God, the immense suffering, and just thinking, I would not wish this on my worst enemy. Like, I'm not going to preach from the mountaintops like, yes, you know, go back to all those fucked up memories from your childhood and like remember them and sit in them and feel, like, fully feel them. It's like, nope, I don't recommend this. Like, it, for me, it was like there was no other way to go. Like, it was the only path forward was to really fully grieve and process and heal my childhood trauma. People, like, when I tell my story, when I spoke in New York, people are like, you're so brave. I'm like, I was so scared all the time. There was no other way to go. Like, I couldn't function. My PTSD was so debilitating, I could not function. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't want it to get that bad for people, but I almost feel like it kind of has to. For me, it had to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it was just, you know, in my 20s, I was running around trying to save the world, trying to be a doctor, then get my PhD, and, you know, all those things. Like, if I just have the right letters at the end of my name, you know, I'll be enough. I'll be good enough. I'll be worthy, and I'll be whole. And then, you know, come to find out that
none of that works.
Nope.
Son of a bee.
Okay, we are cruising to Venice.